Hello, Sunday School students, and welcome to our GBTAC Worldwide Christian Education Online class. I'm your teacher for this session, Deaconess Robin Miller, and I come to you by way of the Greater Bethlehem Temple Apostolic Church, located in the community of Northside, where Bishop James Chapman is our pastor, our First Lady, Lady Robin Chapman, and where we proudly proclaim as a church family, okay, take a deep breath, say it with me. There is a God in Bethlehem, and Jesus, exactly right, is his name. Our lesson for this week is Daniel sees future kingdoms. Our lesson text will be Daniel chapter 8, verses 19 through 26, and our golden text will be Daniel chapter 8, verse 26. I will be reading our golden text from the International Children's Bible, and it reads, "The vision that has been shown to you about those times is true, but seal up the vision. Those things won't happen for a long time." The future is a time that hasn't happened yet. For example, today is Sunday, so something that will happen on Monday will happen in the future. Other examples would be Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's Eve, maybe your next birthday, all in the future. Now, let's say you are 5 years old and you will receive a car at 16 years old. That is a long way into the future. Well, Daniel's dreams were in the future, very far into the future. Our aim for our lesson is to see that God showed Daniel four kingdoms that were going to rule someday. A kingdom is an area of land governed or ruled by a person in the role of a king. Now, while we might think we can know what will happen in the future, many surprising things may change what will happen. For example, let's say your family has plans to eat grilled cheese sandwiches for lunch, but the cheese isn't good to eat. Know what happens? Then you have to eat something else. Let's see another one. Okay. Maybe you plan to drive to the park, but the car has a flat tire. Unexpected things happen all the time. Or maybe your mom or dad gets a phone call about an emergency or something happening in another part of your family, like with your cousins. So, even though we might have plans for the future, we don't know that they will come true. But God knows the future. Now, last week we learned about Daniel's dreams about the future. Those dreams are also called visions in the Bible. Now, who remembers from last week the special person Daniel saw? Ah ha ha! Let's see. Daniel saw the Son of Man, Jesus. This week, we are looking at another one of Daniel's dreams about the future. Now, these dreams weren't easy for Daniel to understand, and Daniel was worried and upset by his dreams. In his dream, Daniel saw animals that represented four future kingdoms. The animals were fighting one another. Daniel saw one thing that was the same with each kingdom. It was destroyed. A new kingdom rose up. It was destroyed. Another kingdom rose up and it was destroyed. The last kingdom that Daniel saw in his dream had a bad king. This king thought that he was the strongest king ever. He tried to battle the prince of princes. Did he win? No. The prince of princes defeated him. Who is this prince of princes? God is the Prince of Princes, the King of Kings, and the Lord of Lords. He is the King forever. No one can win against God. These four kings all thought that fighting and beating other kingdoms was important. They spent a lot of their lives fighting to have more and more land to rule, and some of the kings even died. The kings thought that having large kingdoms and power would make them happy. Can anyone tell me what all four of these kingdoms have in common? Now raise your hand to answer. Okay, all four kingdoms were destroyed. Very good. God gave Daniel this dream for a reason. God asked Daniel to record the message so that others would know what was coming in the future. Daniel did not understand everything about his dream, and it made him upset. Have you ever had a dream that made you afraid or upset? Yeah, me too. Where do you go when you have a bad dream? I see. Well, yeah, most of us run to our parents, a spouse, a big or older sibling, a cousin, someone we feel is stronger than we are, and they comfort us. Daniel did not have his parents with him, but God sent an angel named Gabriel to help Daniel. Gabriel helped Daniel to understand what the dream meant. Daniel knew that the dream he had seen was true. Even though he could not see the future, Daniel knew that what God said would happen. He trusted that God was in control of what would happen with these future kings and kingdoms. Daniel left the future up to God, meaning he trusted God to take care of it, so he stopped worrying about it and he went back to his work for the king. And that sound lets me know that it is time for our review. Let's see what our questions are. Okay, first question. What did Daniel see in his dream? Ready? Okay. He saw animals that represented four kingdoms. Next question. Okay, wait a minute. Is everybody ready? Okay, alrighty. What happened to all four kingdoms? Let's see. They were destroyed. Okay, here we go. Last question. Who did God send to Daniel to help him understand his dream? Aha! Do you remember the name? Let's see. The angel Gabriel. All right, class. For our point to remember, I remind us that we can trust God for our future the same way Daniel trusted God for the future that was shown to him. Psalm chapter 31, verse 14, or Psalms, has been said two different ways. In the contemporary English version reads, "But I trust you, Lord, and I claim you as my God." And that is the end of our lesson. But wow, I want to remind you before we leave each other's company that we have so much coming up and we want you to be a part. Thank you so much for participating in the past events, our community day, our school prayer, our giving day to the community, and so much more. We have coming up our Kingdom Youth Rising, presenting a service by the youth for the youth next month in just 2 weeks. So come and be a part and don't just stop there. Please go to our website so that you can save the dates for more upcoming events. We want to see your face in the place. And as I stated, for more upcoming events, please visit our website, gbtac.org, and stay tuned for our announcements that occur during our broadcasts. And here's our webpage. One thing that I want to point out, actually two things. One, you're invited to come and worship with us. Here's a listing of our services. And two, please remember that you are not in this alone. Please call our prayer line. Allow our prayer counselors to pray with you. You are not in this alone. You can also talk to them about this free gift of salvation, this great love that God has for us. Join me next week when we're going to be talking about Daniel prays for Israel. Our lesson text will be Daniel chapter 9, verses 4 through 14, and our golden text is going to be Daniel chapter 9, verse 5. In the International Children's Bible verse or version, it reads our golden text, "But we have sinned and done wrong. We have been wicked and turned against you. We have not obeyed your commands and laws." Hi! Just a reminder while you're on our YouTube channel, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the reminder bell so that you get additional content as it becomes available. And we thank you. Hi, thank you so much for having joined me for Sunday School Online. Come back next time where we're going to look into our lesson. But hey, don't come alone. Bring somebody with you to enjoy this class and do it together. And I leave you with my borrowed saying from VeggieTales, God made you special and he loves you very much. Bye.